All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Off Camber TV's coverage of the Southern Super Series, race number 1, starting the 2018 season off with a bang here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Got 100 laps on tap for our feature. We're getting lined up for a couple of B-mains here tonight, and we'd like to welcome y'all back to the Off Camber Facebook for the Southern Super Series. It's going to be a fun race tonight. Looking through qualifying, I mean, from first to 44th, we're only looking at about a half a second off on qualifying times. So a lot of fast drivers out here, really tight field. A lot of the fan favorites from other leagues in here, as well as, you know, let's see, Chris McGuire, our champion last season, in at 39. Not his usual number. He's normally the 92, but I believe somebody stole that from him in the pit area. You know, got David Cardwell, Howard Weaver's out here, Jacob Leverstein, Braden Casto. I mean, a lot of these guys we've seen time and time again live on OCTV. But we're getting ready for our first heat race, or B-main of the night. I believe if he wants to, joining me in the booth is going to be Dylan Ackert. How you doing tonight, bud?
I am doing great, Wes. You know, seeing VLR, and I'm coming back over to the Southern Super Series. It's definitely a complete different format. These drivers know how to rough up a track very well. These pro late models, they are so much fun. There's just a fun car to drive. And right now we got a few more cars sitting on the grid waiting to get this show rolling. But yeah, tonight's gonna be fun.
Yeah, well, Southern Super Series here, as always, is going to be presented by D. Hyman's Wrecker Service. We'll hear more about them later. New sponsor on board as well tonight. It's going to be the guys over at CMF Electric Motors, or Moteurs Electriques, as they say in Quebec. And, you know, thanks to them for coming on board to help sponsor the Southern Super Series. Other sponsors, you know, A&A Recycling, Cardwell Brothers Racing, and so on and so on. We'll get all of those up here tonight later on in the show. But, oh, man, we're getting ready to roll off. I believe admins are getting them lined up on the pit lane. And Volusia, a tough track here, got the pro late models instead of the super late models for this season. 10-race season. This is night number 1.
Yeah, first night here. Volusia, as I personally find Volusia probably the funnest racetrack. You know, it's a D-shaped track, unlike Eldora or, you know, Knoxville, where we see a lot of racing done. It's a very odd-shaped track. It's a very fun, fast track, and I think the biggest thing we gotta watch out for is turn 1 entry and turn 4 exit, as we got cars rolling out on track.
We're gonna try to get as far up here as we possibly can, to see who is rolling out here for this B main. I believe, yeah, there we go. The 33, Jason Hooker going to have the pole here. Scott Grabinski going to start to his outside in row number 1. Then you're looking at the 21 of Greg Throne, the 51 James Shirley to his outside in row number 2, the 28 Ken Short, and the 69 of Jonathan Combs out here as well. And okay, and actually a little bit of a calamity here. The 11's trying to get to the outside of that fourth row. The 69 doesn't want to get the spot up. He's racing for it here at the line. Here we go. Sizemore of the Dustin variety in that number 11, the pink and black car out there on the outside of row number 3. To 3 is going to be next in line in 7th. That's Joshua Walton. And then the 69, Jonathan Coombs, now in 8th. Got the 05. Oh, I'm going the wrong way with that. The 05 of Caden Jackson. The 5 of Michael Green in row number 5. And row 6 going to be the 31. Where'd he go? Or the 46. Yeah, the 31 of Jacob Welter and the 46 of Jeremy Young. Now, these results in the ticker are going to be a little off. They're just going to run a couple of quick heat races as we are green flag racing here for the first time in 2018 for the Southern Super Series.
Yeah, watching 3 wide in the back with the 11. I believe that's the 05 and somebody else. They go single file, but look at how shiny this track is.
Oh, yeah, the 3 and the 28 rubbing fenders right there. The 3's really loose on the bottom of that racetrack. That's that car of Walton. As a battle for the lead up front, we got the 00 on the inside, the 33 on the outside. Grabinski is going to grab that lead for just a split second as that 33 of Jason Hooker, he's fighting back on the outside, puts it on field. 21, Greg Throne's going to get him here, going into 1.
Yeah, watch, we got the battle for second here. As oh no, the 11 gets turned as he saves it.
Sizemore with a huge save there. Only going back to 5th. Oh, the 05 into him as well. There goes Sizemore into the wall on the front stretch, right under the flag stand. And the 05 of Caden Jackson now all over the back bumper of that number 11. As we're still not done. Top 3 are single file right now. Let's see, James Shirley and Joshua Walton are battling, and Sizemore and Jackson are the next battle on the track. Everybody is pretty much single file. I mean, back here, you got the 5 and the 641, or the 69, excuse me, doing some side-by-side action, and another car into the wall on the front stretch.
Yeah, coming out of turn 4 here in these late models, these cars are so big anyways that it wouldn't surprise me if, unfortunately, everything does not break the wall down like in Battlefield or other games, because if we would, that wall would be destroyed by the end of the night, because they are just destroying them.
Turn 4, kind of a interesting turn. I mean, it just closes up on you so fast. It's kind of like a turn 2 at Richmond, but battle for the lead is starting to heat up. Thrown all over the back bumper of that 00 of Scott Grabinski. Grabinski pulling away by a couple of car lengths there on the backstretch, back into turns 3 and 4. Throne just eats them up. So that's the battle for first. And the 33, who started on pole, Jason Hooker, he's definitely fallen back off of the pace here of the top 2.
Yeah, Dustin Sizemore right there had a terrible slide in turn 2, went straight up and over the cushion, is now making contact with, I believe that's the 05 for, I don't know what position that is.
Yeah, it's a little tough with it right here.
Dustin Sizemore hard into turn 1 entry while ending his heat.
Yeah, and he's going to go ahead and get out of it and put it into the pit area there. So Sizemore going to start in the back of the pack, depending on how many we take out of this heat here. And Grabinski's still out front now in that 00, the 21 of Throne. I mean, he's had chances so far, that 21 has, but he hasn't been able to pull it off yet, as Grabinski leading wire to wire so far here tonight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this battle for first and second with these two guys throughout the whole night. You know, they're just two fast drivers, but they know right now it really doesn't matter as we are slowing down. Heat 1 is complete, I believe.
Yep, that was it. Grabinski, Throne, and Hooker, your top 3 there. As everybody else is already out of the track, we're going to get another heat lined up for you. I'd say, let's see, that was 12 cars. So 12 car heats. We're going to have about at least 3 of them, maybe 4. Not 100% sure. A lot of guys have already exited. Ken Short is not gonna race tonight. Dustin Sizemore and Joshua Walton at 3 car as well. They're all gonna disconnect.
As we are gonna say now, as my producer is going out and whispering in my ear, Volusia is a very small pit lane, and iRacing does not like having pit road on the outside of the track. So when we're waiting for this filter grid up, you're gonna see some cars kind of sitting inside each other. Blame iRacing for not letting us have an outside pit wall, but that's kind of what we get. Everyone's sharing pit stalls. So that's what you're seeing. It's not their multiple paint schemes on one car glitching out.
Yeah, that is true. As admin's calling out the grid here. See if they can't get it lined up here. Get back to some action. Let's see. I'm gonna try to guess how many laps we're running here tonight. See our winner, Grabinski, in that 20th spot. We're looking at about 12 lap heats here tonight, so we're gonna try to keep track of it. And while they're gridding up here, I want to remind you You know, we're going to be live here every Thursday night, 8:30 for the Southern Super Series for the next 10 weeks in a row. We're going to have a blast. We had a blast with these guys last season. Some great races happened. And, you know, looking forward a little bit, power difference between last season and this season. Last season was the Super 438s. Now we're running the pros. I believe those are 358s, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the 358s might be the limited. Not 100% sure. I don't think Dylan knows either. He didn't pipe up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I know these pro late models a lot better than the supers or the limited, but I don't know the engine sizes. By racing is that it's all given to us in the car info page, so we'll go around and pull that up real quick.
All right, John Literal going to be your pole sitter for this second B main in that 68. The 6 of John Kreider going to start to his outside. The 35, looking for his name up here. Ooh, why did you go that way? Blake Mosley going to start in third, in the 9 at 67 of Kevin Forcier on the outside of row number 2. I thought they were getting ready to go green there. The front row started going and nobody else did.
358.
Kyle Raczynski is on the outside, but David Kilinowski Jr. in that 15 going to start in 5th. The 40, good Lord. It's so hard to keep up with this stuff with this kind of format, but Kyle Raczynski in the 43, the 20 to 222. That's about all we're going to get through here. That's the top 4 rows as we are green flag once again here for B-Main number 2, Literal on the gas, and he is down and away, the 967. We got a wrecker on the front stretch, and somebody's going to have to get a record for that car as well because that thing is destroyed as a 6. Ooh, he gets a little squirrely coming in there, trying to dive in on the 68. And we're going to slow down. We might re-rack them because we didn't get a lap in.
Yeah, that first lap, you know, going into turn 1 by itself, there was at least 2 or if not 3 guys smashing and crashing in turn 1. So it'll be interesting if we get those positions back. But man, so far we've already seen how much the track has already changed. As right now we are 3 wide in the 3rd row. Okay,
yeah, I
we're
believe
back to
everybody's
normal.
getting a chance to get back to their spots. And, ooh, Axner had to check up there. Oh, we thought we were going, but we're not. The 222 into the back of the 43 there for just a moment. But a couple of other guys out here. We got Matthew Hearn in that 48. The 41, Kyle Beck, is out here as well. The 2 of Tootie Arnold. Let's go back. Samuel Cernier in the 10. Mosley's all the way in the back in the 35. The 45 of Nicholas Raczynski is all tore up. And Gavin Manning in the 42 out there as well. As we're back to green flag racing here. Literal on the gas once again. The 15 of Kilinowski Jr. to the inside of that 967, trying to get that 3rd position away from that driver of Forcier. And, oh, Kilinowski gets tapped by Forcier into the 20 now. Goes to 15. As the top 2 starting to pull away now. Oh, the 41's around on the front stretch.
Oh, no. Not good.
Yeah, not good for the driver. That's Kyle Beck in that 41. As we're still under green flag conditions, we did get the green flag and a lap in. So we've got about 10 laps to go now. Literal Kreider and heading back. Trevor Throne in that 20, your top 3, but he's got that 2 of Tootie Arnold all over the back bumper of that number 20 car. There goes Tootie to the inside of that 2, going to push him up the track just a little bit. And we are battling side by side for a split second going into turn number 3. Arnold trying to make that bottom lane work, but the 20 is going to prevail off of 4.
And you see how the 2 different lines are just so much more different. You know, the bottom lane is very drying out, getting very worn, getting used up, as that 20 is just right up on the edge of that blue groove and just getting the pole off the top.
Yeah, We're single file for the top 7, 8 cars now. The 43 is trying to get on the inside of the 2. That's Kyle Ruchinski. He's going to go to the high side here, try to get some momentum as the battle for the lead is starting to brew as well. The 6 and the 68 as Literal starting to put some distance back onto second place of Kreider. And, I mean, Kreider, he looks like he's really eating them up coming through 3 and 4, but once we go through 1 and 2, that's where Literal's car is the strongest.
Like we said before, the track is so much more different. It's pretty much you got to enter these corners at 2 different ways. Just how the track is made is a D shape, just like how a NASCAR driver says, you know, turn 1 and 2 is completely different than turn 3 and 4. And you see it right here. He's just making a nice pull on 1 and 2, and then it just loses in 3 and 4.
And I've already lost count of laps. So. Should be getting close to the end of this feature here. It's all gone wrong.
It's very hard because iRacing going around and releasing a new heat format, which pretty much does all this for us, and it makes a beautiful job in the overlays and everything. Kind of going backwards, it hurts a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but of course iRacing doesn't let us set our laps for the features, so they want 100 laps as our leaders are coming up on lap traffic in the 41 of Kyle Beck. As there was the race. Literal gets the win here. The 6 of Kreider, second. The 20, Trevor Throne in third. And the 2 of Tootie Arnold, your top 4. And we should be getting ready to go to our feature event. So that's going to be exciting. 100 laps. We get the overlays working back right. We actually know where people are on the track, and everything will be hunky-dory. A lot of guys exiting the server here as they did not make the field. Top 20 were locked in by qualifying. So, okay, we don't know what happened there. I'm going to try to get this back up in a moment. Or yeah, it just went completely black. Maybe change your person that you're on the car with.
Yeah, it's I think maybe the time of the server ran out because we do not have anyone right now. It is not changing. Interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of weird there. I don't know what happened there. Well, iRacing's had an update today, and I don't know if that is completely screwed us or what.
Yeah, the update, a lot of people were saying how the update changed a lot of different things and a lot of different settings everyone had, so I wonder if we're feeling the difference as we're looking back and trying to see if we can get a replay a few laps back until that time comes by.
I'm watching it too. It came back about like 5 seconds ago for me. So a 4-car invert tonight. That's going to put the 37 of Randall Carter on the pole. Chris McGuire going to start to the outside of row number 1 in his first race of his title defense. Dennis Potridge Jr. going to start in 3rd. And Garrett Nabergi, who was quick time tonight with a 16:04.7, going to start in 4th. Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, we're hitting the replay to see if we can get some live action of the different heats and different highlights. What is going on? It doesn't want to go backwards.
That's really weird. Well, the session has advanced.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
This is baffling us right now.
Oh, many years of. Oh, wait, we got something. We have picture.
Oh. Is it back for good now, or did it go again?
I don't know.
Oh, this is horrible.
Oh, wow. Welcome back.
Welcome to OCTV, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's more like welcome to, today we had a hot fix, I actually like to call them, and I actually did not test the hot fix before they released it.
Well, we're gonna go through the field here. Again, the grid's not gonna be exactly right as you see it on your screen if he decides to put it up. But we went through your top 4 after the invert. We're gonna try it anyway. Why not? The old college try. As our A feature, 100 laps here at Volusia, getting ready to go. The grid is up. As we said, the top 4 are going to invert. So Newbergy is going to go back up to 4th, Potridge to 3rd, McGuire comes up to 2nd, and Carter goes to the pole. They're going to run a lap under caution and make sure everybody gets into their right position. Kendall Tucker in the 27 going to roll off in 5th. The 721 of James Normal Jr. in 6th. 22 of Jeffrey May is going to roll off 7th. Ricky LeDuc in that 96 in 8th. Then we have the 56 of Brad Dyer 9th, and the 44 of Leodan Pena in rounds out your top 10. The 07, the Junkyard Dog of David Cardwell, going to roll off in 11th. Howard Weaver going to start to his outside in that number 13. In row number 6, row 7's got the 777 of Jacob Leverstein in 13th, and to the outside going to be the 199 of Braden Casto. Jason Lineweaver 15th. In the 50, the 9 of Blake Falmer. In 16th, Lee Fetchner. In the 57, going to roll off 17th. James Normoyle in the 18, going to roll off 18th. 19th goes to the 143 of Owen Storm. And I'm going to try and go from there on back. The 00 of Scott Grabinski to his outside. And we got to do this manually now. The 21... where did he go? 21 of Greg Throne going to be in 21st. John Little going to start to his outside in 22nd. To 33 of Jason Hooker going to roll off in 23rd. 24th goes to the 6 of John Kreider. And the 20 of Trevor Throne and the 2 Tootie Arnold going to round out our 26-car lineup here. 100 laps getting ready to come up. Feature racing in just a few short minutes. The pace truck's going to come off the track. We're going to go under green flag conditions. We're going to have the top 4 do their invert, and then we'll throw the caution and let iRacing start the race. So bear with us momentarily here. Everybody's going to have to get into their correct order, and then a caution will be thrown. Yeah, track's going to wear out really quick, though. 26 drivers around this half-mile dirt oval down in Barberville, Florida, right outside of Daytona. They're getting ready to throw the caution, I believe, here in just a second to set us off, right? Not 100% sure. It just looks like actually we're just going to pace the field here. So we're going to get the green flag completing lap 2. We're going to have 98 laps to go. This time by the field is ready. Randall Carter in that 37 is going to have command of the field. We're going to restart this thing here. And here we go. Green flag is out. Carter's down and away. Chris McGuire to the outside. We are racing here in 2018 for the Southern Super Series. Yeah, he ain't wasting no time in that 13. We still have some side-by-side in front of him. Nabergi in that 19 on the outside, a teammate of that number 13 as a 22. Jeffrey Mays, oh, he's really sideways there. Had to check up. Did that 13 of Weaver. As Carter does lead the first couple of laps under green. And Cardwell in that 07, he's following Weaver through the field as well. Cardwell up to 9th behind Nabergi. As Weaver got around Cardwell into Nabergi there twice, coming off of 4. Nabergi keeps the position in the 07, falls back in line. Leverstein in that 777, he's got that 56 to his outside and bringing the 199 of Casto with him as well. Yeah, tight field in qualifying, less than 3/10 separated the top 20 in qualifying here tonight. And, you know, the racing is going to get even tighter. Randall Carter still out front in that 37 to 39, and Chris McGuire in second. Here we go, battle for third on with James Normoyle Jr. and Kendall Tucker in that 27 to 721. He wants to sell that car. Maybe a checker flag will help seal the deal as he's on the inside into the door of that 27. Gets him coming off of turn number 4. 721 up to third from starting in 6th. Jeffrey Mays, he's about to become under fire from that 13 of Howard Weaver in the next couple of laps right now. That is your top 5 as we run. He's got the best seat in the house for this battle. He's almost to the inside of Nabergi coming off of turn 4. The 19, though, he's still stout right now. That's the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th on the track as we are pretty much single file all throughout the field until we get back to the 199 of Casto. Casto trying to get to the inside of Leverstein there. He's there going into 1. Had to slow up his line a lot there and has to fall back into the tire tracks of that 777. Oh, there's a cluster back here as well. The 9, the 20, the 56. We're battling. This is back here for positions 13 through 16. Really is a 9 into the 20 a little bit. Trevor Throne transferring from the B mains, the second B main, I believe. He's stuck on that high side, and you can already see the groove wearing out here at Volusia. Yeah, he's lost a ton of positions. That's about 6, 7 positions on track. He's going to go from about the 12th, 13th position all the way back to 19th at the line, but Pena got around him in that 44 and the 21 of Greg Throne trying to do it as well. He's into the 21 just a little bit to 56. He is having a time up there, a handful with that number 56. Yeah, battle for 9th heating up here. The 07, battle of 7s all around. Cardwell and Leverstein now battling for that 9th position. Nabergi starting to pull away from this battle. Casto trying to get back to the inside in that 199 as well. That's 9th, 10th, and 11th right there battling. You could throw them under a blanket. Yeah, Leverstein puts a slider on Cardwell. Cardwell backs up, lets Leverstein get the spot for right now. Cardwell going to try and go back to the inside. Not going to have the run into 1 and 2, but Nabergi right in front of it underneath Potridge Jr. He's going to get the spot. They're going to have to throw it in there and slide it. There goes Nabergi with the slider. Here comes the 99 with the crossover. Potridge almost to the inside. There he is. He's there as Nabergi working that middle lane and getting that position, put him up to 7th. Ooh. Leverstein. Oh, contact. Leverstein. Partridge. Leverstein. The raw end of the deal right there. He is up into the outside retaining wall. Caution's going to come out here on the lap 23. I tell you what, Partridge, though, he got really lucky there. Slowed up just enough not to hit that defense there. Unfortunately, Leverstein in the 777 was not as lucky. So that's going to put him all the way back into 23rd on the racetrack while he was battling for a top 10 position just moments ago. Randall Carter still your race leader. Chris McGuire in 2nd. James Normal Jr. in 3rd. Kendall Tucker 4th. And Jeffrey Mays, your top 5. Yeah, I think he's waiting for the track to start widening out. It has widened out a little bit, not as much as I thought it would, with 23 laps of green flag racing underneath the track. But you know, he's still back there in 6th, up from 12th. Cardwell into 8th from 11th. Braden Casto from 14th to 9th. As the lights are off the pace truck, we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing, this time by. Couple other big movers. Blake Fulmer from 16th to 11th. Owen Storm from 19th to 13th right now in that 143. But we're going to pay attention to the front of the field here. Randall Carter has command of the field as the pace truck is off. Green flag back out into the air here on lap 27. 27 down now as Carter's under fire from McGuire. McGuire on that high side. He makes it work. They're still side by side going back into turn 3, 2 rows deep. Weaver's got the 5th position, but here comes McGuire, last season champion. He's in the lead now to the point he's got the 37 all over the back bumper of that 39, and Normoyle is getting passed by the 27 simultaneously, and here comes Weaver in the 13. They are, and they're going to have to watch that the exit of 4. As here goes Carter back to the lead. McGuire all in the loose stuff on the top. He lost a ton of momentum. He's got the 27 side, but McGuire with crossover coming out of turn number 4. Carter in the 37 back to the point, and here goes Weaver and Normoyle battling for that 4th position as well. Weaver going to have to back off as Normoyle had the momentum on that high side, and Weaver goes back to 5th. McGuire's not done yet, though. That 39, he's looking for a mistake out of that 37. So far, 37 hasn't made many of them tonight. And the 27, Kendall Tucker, up to 3rd right now. He's looking for a mistake out of both of the front runners. He's sitting in the catbird seat. Normoyle and Weaver and Mays, really, they've been doing battle for the last couple of laps. You know, one will get to the inside of the other and just not be able to get the speed off the turn that they need to complete the pass. As caution comes out on the racetrack, we're looking for it. I believe it may have had something to do with Dyer here. No, not Dyer. Don't know where it was. Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, both of them actually blinked out for a split second, and we're not going to be able to see what happened. It looks like a great great deal of server lag there between the 57 and the 68. Nothing either of those they could do for that. So Literal gets the short end of the stick. He's going to go down a lap as he's on pit lane now, or was on pit lane. He should be back out on. Actually, he decides to go ahead and hang up the helmet for the night.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of damage on that car. Definitely, it kind of interests me that he does go out and put his helmet away, because there's actually, these late models are very strong when it comes to the damage. You know, we saw the 777 of Jake Levenstein slam that inside wall as he's working his way up to the field a little bit. So it kind of surprised me that he's arced it.
Yeah, Leverstein's done rebounded back to the 18th position on that last green flag run. We had just about 7-8 laps green flag race in that last run. Lights are off the base truck this time by. I'm going to reset them. Let's see if McGuire can get another great restart on that 37 and retake the lead here. Not much has changed up front. Casto, though, he's up to 8th now on that 199, and Cardwell in 7th in that 07. Newbergi's fallen back from starting 4th to the 9th position, and Potridge, involved with that incident with Leverstein, still in the 10th position. And here we go. Green flag about to wave one more time here for the Southern Super Series. There it is. Green flag. The 27 just about got underneath the 37 on that restart. Carter pulls away from the field. Here comes Normoyle, 3 wide for a split second there. Coming out of turn number 2. Weaver's to the inside of 721 now. And Normoyle going to keep it. Oh, the 07 and 199. Big calamity back here. Cluster in the middle of the pack. Caution comes out once again. I believe the 57 might have. Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff happened back here. The 44 went around Leodan Pena with the 21 of Greg Throne in turn 3. It just looks like Pena he might have hit the inside retaining wall there. The 6 involved as well, John Kreider, transfer from the B main, and the 56 again in it as well, Brad Dyer.
It just looks like a lot of cars trying to get going here. You know, we're on lap 40, 60 laps to go. You know, some of them are realizing that it's go time. You know, some of them, a lot of them are going for points, trying to go around and become the champion. You know, we are only week 1, so there is still a lot of time to gain points. But you know, every lap matters, every point matters, every position you finish matters. And I think right there, you saw a lot of people just trying to jump the start. But also, you gotta look in front of that field there when that accident happened, because there was a lot of 4 or 5 wide, even I think a little bit at the flagman when it started.
Yeah, there was Cardwell, Casto, Newbergi, Potridge was definitely in the mix of that, and then might have. I don't know exactly what happened to that 44. I think he did get a little piece of the inside wall, and that's what slowed him up for the 21 to get into him, because it just looks like he threw a parachute out the back of that car for some reason. And I'm gonna go and see if the lights are off the pace car here. It does look like the lights are out, so we're going to single file restarts now for the Southern Super Series. Race number 1 of 10 this season. Last year's champ sitting in 2nd position at 39 at Chris McGuire. James Normoyle Jr. was in the hunt last year as well. I believe he finished runner-up. And Cardwell, your top 3 from last season, in 7th. So here goes Carter. He's down and away, single file style this time. And McGuire gets caught sleeping just a little bit. Normoyle, he's up to 3rd now. He's on the back bumper of that 39. Here we go. Here goes Howard Weaver to the inside of that 27 as well for a split second. But Normoyle now on that high side, trying to get around that 39 of McGuire.
Is they're right on, you know, James Norwell is on his bumper. Maybe a little bit of contact there. Well, Bubbings Racing in these dirt cars, a lot of contact is given as. Ooh, I heard that too.
Yeah, both of them got into the wall there, getting set for entry into one. But now everybody's seemed to spread out a little. Oh, he turns him a little bit. McGuire's got to save it. He's got it under control. Normal into the left rear of that 39. Almost spun him out. Here goes Howard Weaver to the inside of that 27. That's the battle for fourth as Jeffrey Mason at 22. He's got a good seat to that action there for that fourth and fifth position. Weaver slides up the track a lot. He's going to have to fall back in line behind that 27 in that fourth position. Weaver back into fifth as a little bit further back. We got Cardwell, Casto, and Newbergy doing a little bit of battling as well. Casto on the inside of the racetrack. He's really loose coming off of turn number 4. Newbergy on the high side and at number 19. Trying to make it work. He gets it to stick on that middle lane, and the 199 gets shuffled back into the ninth position. Caution comes out once again, looking for the culprits.
Looks like the 99 of Blake was very slow.
Yes, he is. Oh yeah. Oh, Leverstein ended up giving him a helping hand on that one. Leverstein on the high side, and yeah, he just got into him there. Ended up turning him around, and the 50 helped finish the deal off. And Blake Fallmer, after making his way up almost into the top 10, falls all the way back to 24th. He's going to be the last car on the lead lap here, as we are just halfway. 50 laps to go with Randall Carter out front, Chris McGuire, James Normal Jr., Kendall Tucker, and Howard Weaver, your top 5. And the old adage is true, cautions breed cautions. We're working our 5th of the night here in 50 laps. And, you know, this is definitely helping out these guys to track a little bit as well, as it has widened out just a little bit more. You see a lot of guys trying to work that outside groove, keep that right rear in the tacky stuff on the outside of the slick there. And it's definitely helped this top 10. Actually, Tootie Arnold, the number 2 car, new face into the top 10 tonight, as he started, I believe he started on the last row of the feature. So from, I think, 25th up to 10th, that's 15 positions he's done gained here tonight.
That'll be interesting to see how many more positions he can gain, but pace trucks in and green flags back out in the air.
Yeah, Carter with a great start once again. McGuire under fire from the 721. The 13 and the 27 touch doors there. Weaver takes the spot over aggressively, and the 27 falls back to Jeffrey Mays in the 22 to 22. Oh, he gets it to him as well. Kendall Tucker, after running in the top 5 all night, he gets shuffled back. He's behind the 2 now, fighting to stay in the top 10. Not going to do so, into the 143 of Owen Storm. And Kendall Tucker back to 11th after contact with that 13 of Weaver.
Going back up to the front of the field, watching number 22, Jeffrey Mays, and the number 199 of Brandon Castro, as they go back and forth with David Cartwell in that 07 as they are battling.
Oh, 22's in the wall!
Oh no!
Oh, big wreck on the entry to 1. That's it. That's the half of the field right there. The 22 and the who was it? The 199. Mays and Casto end up meeting at the wrong place at the wrong time, coming out of turn number 4, and everybody gets a piece of it. The 27, the 143, the 777. The 99, the 56 to 20, the 33, the 50 got a little piece of it as well. Going back, seeing if anybody else got it. The 00 got a little residual after hitting the 99, the 56 in it as well. And huge wreck here on lap 56.
Go back and watch it. he actually went around and put a hole in the catch fence, and thankfully the catch fence is not real in iRacing, but if it was so, we would probably have a red flag the race.
And Casto over chat taking, he's claiming that caution there. Good on him to claim that, even though it was just a racing deal. You know, wrong place, wrong time for both of those drivers. Turn 4, it just becomes so narrow on exit, and you know, if you're side by side, you really have to give a lot of room there. And unfortunately, 2 cars can't occupy the same space out here on the racetrack. So, you know, that's how that works. Casto was given the EOL on that, but he's saying he's just gonna hang up the helmet here, stay in, watch the race. A great effort from that 199 in the season opener, though. Made his way into the top 10 from 14th, but that's going to end his chances here tonight of a race win. We're going to restart with 41 laps to go. Green flag back out onto the speedway. Carter still out front. McGuire, Normoyle. Here goes Weaver underneath Normoyle for the 3rd position. Doesn't have enough speed there on the bottom. He's tucked back into 4th for right now as Normoyle going to the higher side of the slick, trying to get some momentum on that 39 of McGuire. As Cardwell now, he's diving in there trying to get to the inside of Weaver and Newberge, as we got 3 wide behind him. Owen Storm splitting the field there. Oh, he's got the 2 turning him. The 2 turns him. Owen Storm goes around. Caution comes back out once again, and some more beating and banging with LeDuc in the 20th thrown. But the 143 of Owen Storm gets taken for a ride there by the 2 of Tootie Arnold.
Yeah, that was a lot of warping and a lot of, I don't know if that was even net code. That was just a lot of warping inside each other right there.
Yeah. I'm glad I saw that. I'm glad I saw that while the green flag was still going on, because that'd have been a hard one to call there, as you know, that puts Tootie Arnold back into 9th, and for the first time, or actually 8th, he gets back around Leverstein there. Leverstein's car is tore up from the floor up. I tell you what, that 777 has seen its better days.
Yeah, a lot of these cars in the back half of the field all the way up, probably about halfway back, are very destroyed, but yet, you know, we do not have fast repairs, so it's unlikely we can't go around and put a new front wing on, and these cars are not meant like a road car. They're not built to be a road car at all, unlike watching them replace a whole front end in less than a minute or so. These guys just have to deal with what they have, and hopefully they don't ruin their aerodynamics. That little bit that they have ruin that.
Well, I'm kind of surprised here. We have a 10 fast repair limit here in this race, so these guys can come back and get 10 new cars if they want to. But nobody has elected to do that. Track position definitely key, as it is a little difficult to pass here with the track not getting as wore out as we would see during, you know, this amount of green flag racing. But I digress. We are back with the pace truck here, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Carter back onto the gas. There goes Weaver. He timed that perfectly. He's to the inside of Normoyle into turn number 1. Can he get the momentum on the bottom? Normoyle is going to keep it on the top. There goes Weaver around the 721 for the 3rd position. He's going to slide up in front of that 721. 721 is going to have to come back to the bottom, as Cardwell is trying to get some racing room as well. Normoyle slides up into the 13 just a little bit, as the 27 and the 19 are battling as well. Normoyle, he's got the car to beat right now in this battle, but Cardwell's trying to throw his name into the ring as well. We're almost 3 wide, coming off of 4.
They are going bumper smacking, bashing, but right now they haven't spun each other out. But with this side-by-side battle, it's letting the 2 leaders walk, top 2 walk away, but bringing the whole field back together, as we are now 2 by 2 by 2.
You got Cardwell in 07. There goes Weaver. He's got the momentum on the high side. He finally gets around Normoyle Jr. for for the time being. Cardwell and Normoyle, though, they're going to be battling for that 4th position. As Cardwell on the high side, he's going to take it going into turn 1. 721 now has to worry about the 27 and the 19. Battling behind him to Berge and Tucker. After Tucker gets gets a good bounce back from his earlier incident. Oh, there goes Tucker around. The 2 gets into him. Tootie Arnold. Caution's going to come out here. Everybody else is going to miss this wreck, but Tootie Arnold gets into that 27 and gets him around in the middle of 3 and 4. And I don't believe we're going to be seeing that 2 car out here anymore here tonight. So we just crossed this flag stand. We got 30 laps to go, and so far at the middle of this race, it's a couple green flag laps, handful of caution laps, handful of green flag, couple caution laps. Single file restart really hasn't prevented anything from happening here, but you could tell these guys are ready to go. Kick off of the 2018 season. They're trying to get every spot that they can possibly get, especially on these restarts, because that's the big thing to do, or the best way to gain spots on the field, as we saw with the 13 and the 721 in their exchange. In the 07, getting the 721 trapped on the inside lane and getting around him as well. Cardwell, he's been making some pretty good moves, as both of those drivers in 3rd and 4th, they started 12th and 11th respectively. So they're moving up through the field together. But Carter and McGuire, pretty much, they're running where they started, 1-2. Just don't know how much longer McGuire is going to be patient to let Carter stay in that top spot. We're under 30 to go. Time is running out. All right, and it's fine here at Volusia. Actually, track temp is it's fairly cold here. Track temp's only 68. The air temp is 66 in this session. High humidity though, just like Florida is. But here we go. Green flag back out onto the raceway. The 37 down and away, completing a lap 73, starting lap 74 right now, as our top 7 are still in a single file line. LeDuc and Throne were duking it out there for a little bit. There goes Throne back to the inside, and Pena, he's got his way back into the top 10 here in that number 44. But I wouldn't take your eyes off the front for too long, as there goes Normoyle and Cardwell battling, coming off of turn number 2. And they're going back into 3, side by side as well. Cardwell on the absolute top side of that line. Normoyle gets a good run on that bottom. Berge to the inside of that 07 as well. Cardwell, he's got to get out that high line if he wants to keep his spots here, all the way back to 6 now in that 07.
And with that being said, looking a little bit more in front, Howard Weaver is putting the pressure on Chris and Carter to get moving, or he's gonna pass him. As right now we saw that start a little bit. He was really pushing the pressure on him. Just a little bit of overdriving the car, just a tiny bit, falling off the pace, but maybe a battle for the lead here pretty soon.
Yeah, there we go. McGuire's to the inside of that 37 now. The battle for the lead is on. We're coming close to 20 laps to go. Carter on the high side. He's a little wide there as Carter leads that lap. They get into each other. 39 forces him out of his racing line. The 39 of Chris McGuire goes back to the point here at Volusia. And Howard and James right now, they have a great seat to watch this battle for the lead unfold. Carter, he's probably going to return the favor here in just a few corners, as McGuire, he hasn't been able to pull away from that 37 yet. And that 37, he's not going to forget that the 39 got him out of his line.
As we are on board Howard Weaver with the OCTV onboard cam, watching the battle from Howard's seat. Right, definitely you can hear Howard bouncing up and down in the car. It's definitely very rough down there. I don't know if Howard can get up there and maybe get to them. He's definitely struggling.
Yeah, he is. Well, I mean, he's under fire for the 721 as well, as Carter's done lost a couple more car links to our race leader right now in McGuire. Weaver and Normoyle battling for that third position. As Weaver, he gets that thing really, really sideways. Normoyle, he goes through the turns a little more straighter and gets some good speed coming off that bottom side. But Weaver, he's going to pull in front of the 721, but not for too long, as James Normoyle Jr. dives it back to the inside. They're not touching, folks. Normoyle has got some good car control on that inside lane, as does Weaver on that high side. And Newberge, he's got a good view of that as well. And the top two are just starting to pull away now. If they could settle this back here in third, they could start closing them in. We're running out of time. We got 16 laps to go. I mean, just lap after lap. Normoyle into the 13 a little bit there momentarily. He backs off. Weaver's going to get the spot, and then let's see if they can start to reel in McGuire and Carter up here. Newberge was reeling third and fourth in for a little bit in that number 19. Let's see at the line. They're still losing time. Normoyle back to the inside of Weaver. And Weaver pulls away from him now, puts about 3 car lengths in between him and the 721. As Carter now, he's all over the back bumper of that 39. Battling for this lead. He's trying everything that he can in that driver's seat to get around this 39. He's got a good run on him this time. McGuire, though, he's running that inside line perfectly. As Carter, he's waiting for his chance.
Yeah, he's most definitely waiting, trying to figure out when his best time to know. No, he can't be going out of his head that, you know, he did bump me to get by me. No, maybe I have to give him a bump when I know the time's right. As you can just see, ooh, that's so close, but they did not touch, as he definitely has a speed as side by side, and I hear cars crashing.
Yeah, he backed off there to avoid turning the 39 into the outside retaining wall, the guardrails on the backstretch there. But we are 10 laps to go. Business is certainly picking up here. And Carter and McGuire just pulling away from the rest of the field. Weaver has closed in by a couple of tenths, but he's not going to have enough time. He's going to need a caution to come out to try and throw his hat into the ring to try to win this. Same goes for Normoyle Jr. and Newberge. And we're trying to find a decent battle. There's a lot of single file throughout the rest of the field here.
If you're looking, I'm looking a little bit farther down in the back with the 56 of Bradley Dreyer, as he's battling with the number 50 of Jason Liver. I'm not even gonna try to say the last name.
Lineweaver.
Lineweaver.
And now he's got Greg thrown on his outside. Going to get that position to that 21 at the moment. Yeah, Dyer back into the 13th position, as our leaders are catching up to the back of the pack here. Potridge, he's definitely hurt, and at 99 he might be a factor. Maybe Carter can use him as a pick, or McGuire use him as a pick to try and pull away from the 37, as they're getting ready to come up on that lap car of that 99 here in just a couple more corners. And now McGuire, he's done turned on the gas. He's done pulled away by about a half a second from that 37 at the flag stand. We are 4 to go.
He went around, and I don't know if he just found a good spot on the bottom half of the track, or he found some extra grip or something, but he is pulling away, and it's actually kind of shocking watching him pull away like this, because honestly his line is very straight. Unlike everyone else, he is definitely sliding the back end, but he's definitely not sliding as much as everyone else is and just pulling away.
Yeah, and this time by coming out of turn number 4, the 39 is going to take the 2 to go. And next time by is the white flag. Randall Carter's closed in by a little bit, but I believe he is going to run out of time. He's got to do something here, maybe throw an aggressive slider into either 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. But here we go, coming off of turn 4. The white flag is out for Chris McGuire, the 39, the defending champion. Can he start out the 2018 season strong and defend this championship? He's got 2 more corners. Here goes the 37. He started in there. He's not going to be able to get there. Chris McGuire off of turn 4 is going to win here at Volusia. 37, a dominant performance, but in the end, the 39 of Chris McGuire takes the checkered flag. You know, underneath that helmet, the 37 has got to be a little hot there. He pretty much gave the race away at the end there, but still, a runner-up finish is a good points day for anybody. As McGuire, he's trying to get that thing to break free, do a little bit of celebrating there, and he's going to go ahead and park it right in front of Victory Lane. So we're going to go ahead and give you your finishing order here. Chris McGuire, of course, takes home the top spot. Randall Carter in second. Howard Weaver gets third tonight. James Normal Jr. brings it home in fourth. Garrett Berge rounds out your top 5. David Cardwell in sixth. Jacob Leverstein, Leo Dan Pena, Ricky LeDuc, Jason Lineweaver, your top 10. Greg Throne in 11th. Trevor Throne, 12th. Jeffrey Mays in 13th. Brad Dyer and Blake Follimer, 14th and 15th. John Kreider in 16th. Scott Grabinski, 17th. 18th. Lee Fetchner. Jason Hooker in 19th. The last car on the lead lap, first car 1 lap down, is going to be Dennis Potteridge Jr. in 20th. Kendall Tucker, Tootie Arnold, Owen Storm, Braden Casto, John Literal, and James Normoyle rounds out our field here tonight.
Right now, we're just waiting to see if the top 3 both get on the team speak. Do you have a timer going for them to get on?
Yeah, we would like to get them in the booth here, and we're gonna wait for them to try and get in onto our team speak. So top 3, I know McGuire and Weaver know it. I'm not so sure about Carter. And there he goes again, black screen for the
black screen.
Thing. Okay, so that's odd because I'm good on my end. Not sure, but while we're waiting, we'd like to thank our partners at D. Hyman's Wrecker Service, 24-hour road service, big or small. We tow it all. If you're locked out of your car, you need a jump start, a tire change, you need a low boys assistance, got to get a load shift done, load transfer, a work accident. They also have secure storage and a Landau service with 3 locations in Talladega, Lincoln, and Ranburne, Alabama. They can take care of all of your towing needs 24 hours a day, small, medium, and large towing and recovery. Give them a call at 256-362-0705 and get them to give you a little tow there. And Southern Super Series would like to thank them for their title sponsorship here this year, and also the got to thank the guys over at CMF Motors Electriques in Quebec, Canada. With over 20 years of experience, any kind of electrical motor that you can think of, they can fix it. So give them a call at 819-336-2424, and thank them for coming on board for this season as well. Also got to thank A&A Recycling LLC, the Cardwell Brothers Racing Team, and all of our other sponsors here for the Southern Super Series. And
it does look we have one driver that has found his way into our production booth.
Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
Wishes
look like we are here with our third place finisher, the 13 tonight, Howard Weaver. How are you doing, bud?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing all right. It was definitely a tough race for you. A hard-fought third place finish. Tell us how it was from in the driver's seat.
It wasn't too great. I don't know. I wasn't that fast. I didn't think. Seemed like after the restarts, I'd be good on the short run, but then it would start to fade. So I got to figure something out as far as the setup, I guess, in these. I don't know. For some reason, in the pro late models, I'm not as fast as the supers.
Yeah, a little less motor and it throws you for a loop.
Yeah, I'm used to the full speed and having to let off more or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I used to really like the pro late models or be fast in them anyway, but yeah, it's still 12th to third is pretty good, but would have liked to felt like I was faster on the long run.
Yeah, well, we didn't exactly get a lot of those tonight, but you know, it was fun watching you come through the field. You and Cardwell were sitting there neck and neck. You know, always near each other, kind of like you and James in the other series that y'all run together. But you know, still at third place, finished ain't nothing to shake a stick at. Got a good start to the points here. Of course, you're going to be third in points going into next week, but you know. Um, a great effort out of that 13 team.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not sure where they race next week, but hopefully it'll be a track that I can do good at and hopefully get a win. But yeah, I don't know if it was set up or what, but I just couldn't get going here. Usually I'm pretty decent, but yeah, podium is still good, and if I am able to run for points, it's a good start.
And next week we go to USA, so that should always be fun there.
Oh yeah, I haven't
long,
raced there in forever.
yeah, long straights and tight turns. Definitely going to put on a good show for the people out there for the broadcast. But got any thank yous, any shout outs you want to give before we let you roll out of here?
Yeah, I want to thank Team Friday, everybody that was watching.
User left your channel.
You guys, OCTV, for covering it, VLR, Tennessee Punch Bunch. I don't know, just I always forget. So everybody, the whole world.
Now, someone was talking earlier in the broadcast in our chat, asking how the hot dog stand is. How is the hot dog stand?
Last time I looked off turn 2, it was still smoldering. I haven't. I'll have to run over there after. I'm sure it's complete rubbish now. But yeah, it was smoldering most of the race. So I didn't see any firefighters working on it either. So they were waiting for a big wreck, I guess.
Well, hopefully you can get another hot dog stand for next time. But good job on that third place finish.
Yeah, OCTV's got to start just hauling a hot dog stand on the back of your RV to every track because it seems to burn down every week.
Yeah, I wonder why that happens. But congratulations, Howard, on that third place finish. Good move and good job on you, and hoping we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll try to make it. I appreciate it, Dylan. Thanks.
All right, that was Howard Weaver, our third place finisher tonight, and we're gonna try and see if we can talk to this TeamSpeak user here. We're not sure who he is yet, but Howard Weaver, our third.
All right, how about now?
Yeah, we got you now. So were you second or first?
Oh, first.
All right, Chris. Well, you know, coming into this race, you know, qualified third, got the invert in your favor, started second, but at the end you end up starting, you know, how you left off last season. So, you know, from a driver's perspective to win your first race on your title defense has got to feel pretty good there.
Oh, it was pretty tough though, trying to get past Randall. I don't really remember how I got by him the first time, but I slipped up and let him by. I was on the top and got too tight.
Yeah, I mean, y'all were neck and neck. It looked like Carter's car wanted to swing out a little bit more than yours did. You looked like you were trying to pretty much keep that thing straight through the turns, try to keep that motor wound up and everything, and it ended up prevailing for you in the end. So you know, congratulations on this win, starting your title defense off, you know, exactly how you want to, but you know, track out here, Volusia didn't really get all too much green flag running on it tonight. you know, we had a good green flag run in the beginning, a lot of cautions peppered in the middle of the race. But you know, from the driver's seat of that 39, you know, tell us how the track was out there.
Well, with it slicking off, that's what I wanted to do. But like when we had all those cautions, I was a nervous wreck, especially when Howard got behind me. I didn't know if he was going to go by me on the high side or the inside.
I can tell you on that last run, you and Carter, y'all pretty much checked out into a different zip code. With you have to thank James for that. He was battling Weaver pretty hard back there for that third spot.
Yeah, I think James got into me. If he would have got by me, he probably would have got up there in the front. But it seemed like he was driving the car in a little harder than I was.
Yeah, there was a lot of them, a lot of guys doing that here tonight. But you know, you walk away from Volusia with the checkered flag. You know, going into USA next week. How do you like USA?
It's all right.
As I like to
It's
say,
it's not one of my favorite tracks. I know that.
yeah, well, that's why it's fictitious. But any thank yous, any shout outs you want to give before we let you go pop the champagne there in Victory Lane?
Yeah, thanks to Off Camera TV, the Hyman's Record Service, CMF. That's about it.
All right, 10-4, Bubba. Congratulations once again. The 39 of Chris McGuire, your race winner here tonight. And we do have our second place driver, the 37 of Randall Carter. You got your ears on, bud? Hey, Randall, you got a copy? See if we can get him to fix the mic out real quick. But you know, still a fairly entertaining race here tonight. Volusia, it's one of, if not my favorite track here on the service right now. Just a fun, you know, a different type of dirt track. I'm really ready for some bull rings to get in here, and that's where we're going to separate the men from the boys once we get those bull rings in. You know, Lanier was, you know, a nice little stepping stone, but take the banking out. Let's see what we can do on a 0.3 of a mile bull ring. So Randall, you got a copy there, bud? All right. Yeah. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get Randall's microphone issues working. Sorry about that. Hopefully he gets up there and gets a top 3 next week or one of the following weeks. We apologize to him. We definitely have to go ahead and end this thing out. But you know, fun race, good time here tonight. So for Dylan and myself, we are OCTV. Thank you for watching the Southern Super Series live here on Off Camber TV. And we'll see y'all next week, 8:30, for some USA action with the Southern Super Series.